just a plain hamburger.
Okay. Is that medium rare, well done, or charcoal broil?
It's just a plain hamburger.
Do you want some fries on the side?
No.
Coffee, Coke, malted, or Sprite?
No.
How about a slice of some nice apple pie?
All I want is just a plain hamburger. Me a hard time when I come here to eat.
He never leaves a tip, just a mess when he leaves his seat.
I'm feeling oh so hungry, baby.
But you can't afford not to eat a wild turkey.
I've got that hungry feeling. Whoa, that hungry feeling. Well, I've got that hungry feeling, and I want some food right now.
He yells and screams a lot when he comes in to eat his food.
She messes orders up just like she is high on loot.
He makes me just feel like crying someday.
Well, if you do try not and water down the mayonnaise, well, I've got that hungry feeling. Oh, that hungry feeling. I've got that hungry feeling, and I want some food right now. Well, baby, baby, I get down on my knees for you. If you would only bring me a bowl of some beef stew.
No, you don't want the stew. It's moldy and gray.
Oh, and bring me anything, 'cause I feel like I'm wasting away. I said, baby,
Baby,
oh, baby, I want some food. I want some food. I want it right now. I want it right now. Give me my food.
give it to me.
Yeah, give me my food. Well, I got that hungry feeling. Whoa, that hungry feeling. I got that hungry feeling, and I want some food, and I want it right now. Whoa, whoa.
And welcome once again to the Stupid Show. I have a series of a panel of contestants here. We have a series of questions, and we'll award points to the contestant that answers the most questions correctly. First, I'd like to introduce to you. First of all, I am Mr. Moderator, your host of the program, and introducing our guests from Sloatsburg, New York, Mr. Chuck Littlehat. In the middle there is from Hunger, Mr. Sully Yeast, I think. What is your Bad News Todd? And from Northern New Jersey, Mr. Strange. Okay, gentlemen, the first question of the contest is, for 10 points, where can one find the Liberty Bell? We'll start off with Mr. Chuck Littlehat. Where can one find the Liberty Bell?
Washington, D.C.
Sorry, the answer is incorrect. Next, where can one find the Liberty Bell?
Liberty, New York.
I'm sorry, bad news. Mr. Strange, can you tell me where one can find the Liberty Bell?
Two guys.
I'm sorry. The correct answer is the Liberty Bell is found in every schoolroom, and it usually rings at 3 p.m. So far, we have 0, 0, 0 points. Question number 2. What is a rump roast? Chuck Littlehat.
That's when Rumpelstiltskin forgot his copper tone at the shore.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. What is a rump roast, bad news, Todd?
That's a famous comedian roasted by a Flyers Club.
No, I'm sorry. Mr. Strange, can you tell me what is a rump roast?
About $1.59 a pound at two guys.
I'm sorry, you're all incorrect. The answer is, the question is, what is a rump roast? The answer is, that's what happens when you sit on a radiator. Gentlemen, we have in this jar some jelly beans. We're going to pass the jar among you and ask you to take a guess as to how many jelly beans are in the jar. Chuck Littlehat, how many jelly beans?
5.
Pass it on, please.
1. 18,000.
Pass the jar down this way. And I'm sorry, gentlemen. All your answers were wrong. There's 0 jelly beans in the jar. Next question. How does one obtain money? How does one obtain money from a bank?
With a gun.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Bad news, Todd. How does one obtain money from a bank?
Show your assets.
I'm sorry. Mr. Strange, how does one obtain money from a bank?
Apply for a loan.
I'm sorry, you'll never get money that way. The only way you'll get money from a bank is to prove to the bank you really don't need the money in the first place. Question number 5 for 10 points. So far, nobody has. We have 0, 0, 0. What's wrong with... I'm going to hold up a picture here, and I'm going to ask our panel to study the picture. And I'm going to ask them one at a time, what's wrong with this picture? Chuck Littlehat, what's wrong with this picture?
The guy forgot to shave.
Bad news, Todd. Can you tell me what's wrong with this picture?
He's not wearing a hat.
Mr. Strange, can you tell me what's wrong with this picture?
His shirt's got buttons, but no opening.
No. I'm sorry. What's wrong with this picture? The answer is there are no hands on the watch. Question number 6 for 10 points. What do you call a hotel for dogs?
Needix?
I'm sorry. Not Needix. Bad news? Can you tell me what you call a hotel for dogs?
The dog house.
Mr. Strange?
The cat house.
No, that's wrong, too. No, a hotel for dogs. The Lincoln Motel on Market Street. I'm going to ask the contestants now. How do you spell armpit, Chuck Littlehat? Armpit.
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
That is not how you spell armpit. Bad news, Todd. How do you spell armpit?
A-R-M-P-H-I-T.
Well, there's no H in armpit.
Well, it's a hairy armpit.
I'm sorry. Mr. Strange, for 10 points,
That's
can you
easy.
tell me?
That's easy.
Can you tell me how to spell
easy.
armpit?
Okay. A-B-C-D-E-F-G-H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P.
Now, the proper way how to spell armpit, B-O. Now, gentlemen, question number 8. Question number 8. What's the longest line in the world?
The line of the equator. Oh!
No, very good answer, but not correct. Bad news, can you tell me what's the longest line in the world?
The line from the North Pole to the South.
No, I'm sorry. Mr. Screens, can you tell me what's the longest line in the world?
What's a girl like you doing in a place like this?
Oh, gentlemen, I'm sorry. Nobody seemed to get any points. The longest line in the world can be found at the express counter in your local supermarket.
Oh!
Well, gentlemen, let's take a look at the points. We have Chuck Little Hat with 0, we have Bad News Todd with 0, and Mr. Strange with 0. I'm awfully sorry, but we don't have a winner for the game, and I must announce that there's no more time.
No more time? No more time. Oh, don't need that
Oh,
no more.
We'll see you next time on The Stupid Show.
Explore or hat rack head? This is Mike Mallow for Biography. Christopher Columbus was born Cristoforo Colombo on October 5th in 1451 in Toledo, Italy. His mother was a famous yogurt maker, and his father was chief of detectives for Los Angeles. Even as a baby, young Colombo was a curious explorer. One day he crawled into his parents' bedroom and discovered what makes the world go round. Before enrolling in a prestigious General University, Columbus finally had his name legally changed because he was tired of everyone doing Peter Falk impressions. Columbus's first teacher, Professor Linguini, had a strong effect on young Christopher when one day he lectured on his theory that the world was round. Unfortunately, the professor also had other theories, that Santa Claus was a Greek sailor and the sport of ice hockey could be played without fistfights. While completing a term paper on the peaceful uses of salamis, Columbus met his first love, Consuelo Copacetic, who had financed his college education by selling garlic perfumes door to door. Columbus was impressed by her drive and determination, not to mention her other assets. One night he did mention them, and she smacked him right in the Straits of Gibraltar. Merchants at the time were searching for new trade routes from Italy to India, and Columbus realized that if he could discover one, he would certainly be amply rewarded, and might even have a department store sale named after him. He journeyed to Rome to see the king, and using a chicken, tried to prove the world was as round as the fowl's egg, but the king was not impressed. After several unsuccessful attempts to raise the necessary funds to finance his voyage, Columbus and his theory were quickly becoming the laughingstock of the nation. Capitalizing on this, he formed a traveling roadshow and toured the greater parts of the then explored world. While traveling through Spain, Columbus attracted the attention of Queen Isabella, who at the time was interested in finding new markets for her country's two leading exports, matous and flies. Isabella invited Columbus over to the palace for an in-depth discussion of the traveling around the world. Isabella was so impressed by the young Italian, she bestowed on him her family jewels after they had sampled a vast quantity of the aforementioned exports. History would later record this incident as the Knights of Columbus. The next week, Columbus went out and purchased 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, and stocked them fully with Spanish exports. This would later prove to be a bad decision, but nevertheless, Columbus departed port and set sail. On the 3rd day out, Columbus lost all contact with the Nina, though history tells us that the crew of the ship would later discover Fire Island. After 2 months at sea with no land in sight, the crew grew apprehensive and feared that they might sail off the edge of the earth. But Columbus tried to dispel their fears with his famous chicken and egg demonstration. Unfortunately, the crew grew even more apprehensive when they wondered how one lone chicken could lay an egg after 2 months at sea. Finally, one morning, land was sighted off the port bow. Columbus had then realized that this was not India because there wasn't one doctor in sight. However, there were several missile installations, and Columbus realized he had landed in Cuba. Columbus and his 2 ships sailed on for more than 2 weeks, finally discovering North America, or as he called it, the New World. Columbus was greeted on the shore by a large turnout of other explorers who had saved time and money and arrived sooner by taking a flight on the Concorde. However, none of them had the money for the return trip, so when Columbus returned to Europe, he was given full credit and an annual percentage rate of 17%. Columbus would make several more trips back to the New World, but never achieved the fortune he had expected. In fact, he never even named the country after him, but rather they named the country after an obscure map maker, United States Vespucius. Even today, Columbus's exploits live on. Here, a young explorer ponders the day when he'll stick his flag into virgin territory. This has been Mike Malice for Biography.
Hi, I'm Gene Shellfish. This month's movie review is a real true-to-life film strip, and I mean that literally, too. It's all about the life story of famed burlesque stripper Gypsy Rose Lee, who gave everybody a hard time in a movie entitled Gypsy or Grin and Bear It. This 1962 movie stars Natalie Wood as the stripper, Gypsy, Rosalind Russell as the domineering Mother Rose, Carl Malden as a prototype bozo named Herbie, and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. The film opens up somewhere in the early 30s with Rose taking her youngest daughter, Dainty June, to various vaudeville houses across the country in hopes of getting her a 2-week engagement. That's all fine and well, but Dainty June is only 14, and she hasn't even had her first kiss yet. She would have been better off coming to New Jersey. That would kiss a 14-year-old. Meanwhile, Rose is doing good for herself. She hooked up with the bozo. But Rose soon got tired of him because he would never leave the house. For the simple reason being that the American Express traveler's checks haven't been invented yet. So where does this leave Gypsy? Well, Gypsy left her past behind her and headed for New York, where she took up residence after dating several rich men. She soon discovered that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But she took one step further, realizing the way to a man's heart is through his pants. So she borrowed some money and began to manufacture men's designer jeans. A heavy promotion campaign was started, where she would model, take off, and then throw away her jeans in Main Street. A Polish fashion house in downtown Newark. Yeah, you too, Ed. News spread quickly of Gypsy's jeans, and it wasn't long before men really stood up and took notice. We all know what happens after that. Gypsy never sold any of her men's designer jeans, but people would line up for blocks just to see her model them. Now that's the way now that's what I call a good product. Herbie the Bozo would end up walking a beat as a cop on the streets of San Francisco. And Rose would end up as a Mother Superior.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we just want to remind everybody not to do what you see us do here on a TV show. I'm going to try to go... I'll go over to the piano now and end the show, and... here. What the heck happened here? Quiet. Charlie was very upset with the show today. Oh, it's a clamp, I see. I see the clamp. We're just going to get over there and... end the show, and we'll see everybody tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Ow. A reminder here to, yeah. How's that? Can they see me? Am my nose in the way? You got it? All right. Yeah. Out of the junk, Hugo.